I like to use SMART goals when working out a strategy: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-sensitive. Here's an example of a SMART goal.
Why, hello there. Welcome back to Next Level Nonprofit Video. You may be able to see that my office is, well, kind of trashed. But luckily today, we're not going to stay here. We're getting out of the office, we're going to go have a socially distant and therefore acceptable conversation with social media wizard Ariel about digital communication strategy. Now, why are we talking about digital communications on a channel that's all about excellence in video? A video, even a good video, is like a musician. If you don't surround a musician with the right band, the right tech crew, the right lighting package, the right speakers, all that kind of stuff, then you end up with a musician who can't move anyone. You end up with that guy playing Wonderwall at every open mic you attend. Don't be the Wonderwall guy. We're going to look at digital strategy so we can figure out how to get our video in front of the right people at the right time using the right resources and save ourselves some time, cash, and sanity along the way. And at the end, I'm even going to give you something for free. So here's how I did it. We drove out to a parking lot in the middle of nowhere. She parked 6 feet away from me. Turns out parking spaces are like 8 feet wide. How about that? That's a standard. Go America. Then I had to find a way to get her a microphone. I have to get this microphone to you somehow. Then I put a camera on a stick and I filmed her through my window and then into her window, and that's how we did the thing. So, without any further ado, without any more chatter from me, let's go talk to Ariel.
Establish key objectives.
Each platform has its own strengths, best posting times, and best types of content. So it's important to make sure that you know what the strengths are and set objectives around them. For example, Facebook is going to be really good for increasing awareness of your brand and building a community of followers, whereas Instagram will work well for making your brand look and feel authentic. Having clearly defined goals will help hold you accountable and keep you in budget. I like to use SMART goals when working out a strategy: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-sensitive. Here's an example of a SMART goal. Specific: I want to increase brand awareness within a 10-mile radius of my business. Measurable: increase page likes by 10% by increasing the average post reach to 500 people per post. Achievable: can we achieve this with the resources we have available? Yes. Realistic: boost each post for $10, targeting our audience within the 10-mile radius. And time-sensitive: accomplish these goals within 3 months.
Choose the right platform.
Another important thing is that you don't need to be active on every single social media platform. Like I said before, each platform is going to be good at specific things. If you want to drive traffic to your website, Facebook is your place. If you have stunning visual content to showcase or want to make your brand seem more authentic, Instagram. If you're someone who has weight to your name and people want to follow you for your nuggets of wisdom, Twitter is going to be a great place for you. Then we have other things like Pinterest, YouTube, Snapchat, and TikTok. There's no uniform social media plan. Everything is going to be a little different for everyone. I recommend just focusing on one or two of the top platforms and finding out what content is going to perform well, and then research some of the best practices.
Put someone in charge.
Just as important as choosing which platforms to use is making someone ultimately responsible for those platforms. Putting somebody in charge of did we or did we not succeed, and then giving that person the authority and the autonomy to try things. You need to understand that not everything is going to work all the time, and if this person doesn't feel like they have the freedom to make mistakes and fail from time to time, you're never going to get to the best reach for your organization. Not everything will work because no two tribes are alike, and that's the way it should be. Your tribe is unique. It's a unique subset of people who are passionate about the cause that your business, nonprofit, church is passionate about, and they're going to group up with you for different reasons. So finding what makes those people tick and how to best communicate with them needs to be somebody's job.
Have a calendar.
Whoever winds up being responsible for social media is also in charge of the calendar, and you need a calendar. I cannot say it loud enough. With the low staff, low budget model that most cause-based organizations like ours run on, you need to compensate by giving yourself lots of time to break down the big tasks into little chunks.
Invest in a content scheduling service. I know that Facebook has one for free that also connects to Instagram. Make sure you're thinking at least 1 week ahead, and to get the most out of your content, you need to be about 4 weeks ahead. When scheduling, keep in mind that not all your content should be self-promoting. At a minimum, half of your posts should deliver value to your audience. The only thing that makes your followers less likely to volunteer, donate, or spread the word than not asking at all is asking all the time. For best results, you should give out value 90% of the time.
Be flexible.
We've all been there. Maybe there's something time sensitive you need to announce, or maybe things change at the last minute. Set aside one post each week in your calendar that you can swap for last minute announcements. Don't let this be your whole calendar. Otherwise, what was the point of even planning it all out? Keep your structure, but leave one day as a flex day.
Evaluate!
Especially for a lot of grassroots organizations where you don't have a brick and mortar location, your storefront is your social media platforms or your website. So if you do something that doesn't work for 3 months, that's 3 months of negative process of people pulling up in front of your business, looking at it and saying, I don't want to participate in that, and moving on to something else. You are losing potential tribe members by continuing to do something that you have not had the guts basically to say failed. So be willing to fail and fail quickly. Schedule a meeting that at the very minimum is at least monthly, and preferably every 2 weeks or even every week, to look at what's working and what's not working in social media. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Not a lot of people like this secret, but it's true. Negative metrics are just as good as positive metrics if you're willing to fail quickly. Learning that something's not working and then changing it after a week is so good for your organization. It lets you iterate through all the bad stuff until you get to what's working. Learning what's not working 3 months down the road, that's terrible. Look at negative metrics just as much as a win as positive metrics, as long as you were willing to fail quickly. It is crucial to any successful digital communication strategy that you be willing to fail quickly, and these eval meetings are the best way to do that.
Analytics are friends, not food! Why are you... Okay.
Looking at the stats are going to be so important. Otherwise, how will you know what is working and who you're reaching? Actually tracking your analytics over time will show you how many people you're reaching, the best time of day to reach them, even the specific demographics of who you're reaching. So from here, find out where you can get the analytics on the platform you're using. Determine which metrics you need to follow on that platform. Start tracking them and see how they change over time. Analytics can be pretty daunting. It can be hard to understand what all the numbers mean, but keep at it, and if you need help, we'll be breaking it all down in the future on this channel.
This is the part with the free stuff. See, this could be starting to look like its own part-time or even full-time job, and that's because honestly, it can be. One of the key mistakes that we see cause-based organizations, that's you and me, one of the key mistakes they make is to treat social media the way you would treat a personal account, or worse, as an afterthought. You should be thinking of each social media platform as an outreach to a different community of people. To help you and other members of the fam through this, my company, Epic Video, created a free checklist that should save you a lot of time and money as you're experimenting and figuring out what's working and just how to connect with your tribe the best. To get it, all you need to do is look in the description. I put a link right there. It's a free download, not gonna ask you to buy anything, not gonna capture your email. It's just basically some of the things we talked about in this video that hopefully will help you out. I'm Josh Hughes. I'm saving you time, cash, and sanity as we all pursue the next level of excellence together. And on Thursday at noon, I'll be live walking through this checklist step by step with you so you can get some practice. Just like last time, I'll see you next time.